the finals. Play first. This hand's actually fine. No red mana, but we have holdout settlement for that problem, and we get to go turn 3. Well, turn 3 Shrieker is not the most exciting, admittedly, but it's what we get to do. Maybe we'll actually be able to play Shrieker aggressively here. That'd be cool. You know, Shrieker outnumber. That's some good synergy, too. Because kill a blocker for 1 mana, still likely have the mana to give menace. This is, I mean, this is a nice turn progression, actually. If I draw a land here, especially, I think it's even better. Tangler I'm okay with. I would have been actually a little more scared of killing our crawler. Got the land. That's pretty sexy. So we get to go Shrieker here. And I can still use Outnumber, which is nice. Now if we draw a red mana, well, that's nice. So we're going to outnumber that. Because it's just good use of mana. Got the land. Oh, let me think about this. Yeah, this is actually sick. So we get to go. Wait. We don't. No, we don't get to. We don't get to do the sick play, do we? We can, but we could play both, but we don't get to. I don't think we do it. I think we just go Shrieker here. Attack with our Shrieker. And just pump twice. Which is still pretty good. Now we have 2 Menace guys. Still swinging for the fences. Oh, wow. A foil one? I wonder what that's worth. It's pretty sick. Nobody expects the foil Kozilek's return. All right. That's actually... We still don't get quite the value I want, but obviously we're doing it. And we don't get the value we want because we don't get to attack with the healer. But we do get to attack with the Bushwhacker, so not bad. Still a pretty profitable 4 damage turn. Plus, I guess we have Devouring Flames. All right. We're doing things. Kozilek's return. I got to look up the price on that. I think my opponent hit the jackpot. Is that a foil too? Or a mythic, rather? It is. Complete disregard. Okay. Foil mythic played in a lot of tier 1 deck card. That's pretty good. Still no play, huh? Well, guess we're not either. Hey! There's a good draw. And he exiled something? What did he exile with? Now I can't remember. Oh, complete disregard. Oh, and he gets to Kozilek's return? That's so awesome for him. I mean, I can't play around him having a 7 drop, can I? Was I really not supposed to play the Soothsayer there? I don't think that's correct. I think my opponent hit the jackpot. I'm going to have to look that up before game 2 starts. Opponent's deck is pretty sick. He got to go off hard there. I wish I could... wish I could do more. Well, yeah. Well, if he pumps Havoc Sower before blocker step, I can get him. Because he'd have to... He has to pump it twice. I can't even... Oh, yeah, I can't even cast... I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't even cast Turn Against. I didn't see a red mana. That's right. Well, this one was like a way surprising loss. We looked like we were like so far ahead. Reclaimer. Back the disregard, but you can't. Okay, so we're dead. I'm gonna look up the price on that Kozilek's return because I am curious. Well, it's way less than I thought. It's only 10 tickets. I mean, 10 tickets is still pretty nice, but I was really thinking it was going to be like, I don't know. I guess I thought it was going to be like 20 or 30 since it's a mythic, you know? A played mythic, no less. So what's the sideboard? I don't know. Kozilek's return kills everything in our deck. There's nothing that it doesn't kill. Sideboard in Negate with the holdout settlement. The funny thing is Negate's not even that good against Kozilek's return. I mean, the second time they cast it from their graveyard, it doesn't even cast it, I don't think. I don't think it does, right? Is it cast from your graveyard? I just looked at it too. No, I don't know why I would think it would be cast from your graveyard. It's totally you may exile it from your graveyard because it changes the effect it does. Yeah, that card's insane. Negate that I have doesn't even deal with it. Could do Altar's Reap. It's a good way around complete disregard too. All right, whatever. We'll do the Altar's Reap. This deck is so weirdo anyway. Why not? And I guess Vampiric Rites is decent against it too. What am I cutting for Altar's Reap? I don't know. Certainly not the Turn Against. I don't know. Don't do Alter's Reap then. Just stick with the Vampiric Rites. Hey, keepable hand. Pretty nice. We're gonna get crushed by this. I mean, it does just crush us. Kozilek's Return is so good against us. Both sides of Kozilek's Return are not only so good against us, they're so good against his hand. It's a hard card to play around too because we can't. Here's the problem. We can't beat my opponent's late game, right? So if we can't beat my opponent's late game, how do I play around a board wipe? Does that make sense? Oh my god, my opponent's deck is so sweet. My opponent's deck is so sweet. Guess I don't need to kill that yet. I don't need to kill it until he gets to 5 mana. I mean, it's less likely he's got Kozilek's Return now, right? If he plays the Fathom Theater. I think I'm going to let it ingest me. We're going to play the Chain Mage. Not playing around stupid Kozilek's Return. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. No, actually, that's okay. Actually works pretty well. Nice value. Nice value. That's a bit awkward. So the problem is if I play Mirror Pool, comes in tapped. I want to copy Chain Mage, obviously. I think we go Looming Spire this turn, though. And we're going to swing with both. All right. I mean, we're like an ally from winning. That's good news, right? So do I want to? I don't really want to swing with a Chain Mage, do I? Let's go Mirror Pool, Shrieker, and pass. The reason I don't want to trade the Chain Mage is I want to be able to just play an ally and kill him right away, rather than trade. Alright, he had the rune processor, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. I can copy my Shrieker, though. Probably want to copy my Chain Mage, though, don't I? Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for. So I guess we got to pass. I actually don't know if I want to copy the Chain Mage or the Shrieker. The Shrieker, if I attack with 2 Shriekers and a Chain Mage, yeah, that's probably the best, though, isn't it? Because then he has to double block. I guess that's lethal. So he does have to do something here, and I don't think he can attack. Oh, double rune processor, bummer. Yeah, we don't have any way to deal with that either. Opponent's deck is so sweet. It's probably one of the coolest draft decks I've ever seen. Foil Kozilek's Return, all the lands to support it, rune processor for days, Fathom Feeder, great removal, unnatural endurance, which seems kind of out of place, but worked just fine for him there. So the question, do I want to copy the Chain Mage? Guess I probably want to copy the Chain Mage so I can use it right away. That was good. Just in case of Rolling Thunder, I guess we'll play it. It's not that bad. It keeps off our attack, but... Hmm. Just an ally away from Value Town here. That's weird. Why would he not attack with a Mind Melter? I don't know what that means. If he... It doesn't matter. If he top decked Kozilek's Return, we're dead anyway. I can't just beat him with an Envoy. And that still doesn't explain the Mind Melter either. But, I mean, we're dead to Kozilek's Return, so I'm not going to play around it. I don't know what that... he was... I guess he would have been dead to attacks. That's not a bad draw, actually. So let's say I attack with Envoy. He goes to 5. I don't think so. I think we... If I attack with everything, give this menace... Still not good enough. Wow. How do we get to victory here? that was crazy. Kozilek Shrieker, man. That was all Shrieker. You got to admit. The only reason he was staying back with both processors is because of Shrieker. He could have been smashing with one processor and leaving back a Mind Melter and another processor, but I guess he was scared. I don't know. I mean, that was also Chain Mages going to town, which was cool. This is still, I mean, our opponent's deck is better than ours. He's got actual bombs. He's got a late game plan. We have no discernible way to deal with... Even Turn Against isn't good against multiple Rune processors, right? It's good for stealing one, though, which is definitely why we're keeping it in. I mean, I want to Altar's Reap. I don't think Altar's Reap's going to do it. I could Visions. It's good on a Rune processor. So I have some way to do something against it? I don't know. I still don't know what I'm taking out. Probably no, but Null Color is good if he wipes the board. Demon's Grasp maybe isn't that good. What does Demon's Grasp do? Deals with some stuff. Kind of want to keep all my creatures. And like I said, Vampiric Rites actually looked good on that board. Demon's Grasp deals with a lot of other stuff, though, like Fathom Feeder, but... Should I just say, like, if he plays Rune Processor, I lose? Is that how I have to play it? The problem is, Visions isn't even that good against Rune Processor, because he gets to gain the 5 life, which means he might be able to still afford to attack for 7. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I'll swap a Demon's Grasp, I guess. I just can't figure out what to cut for it. My thinking is maybe I'll get a board revisions comes up huge for me. All right, well, at least we get a keepable hand again. That's good news. And Envoy doesn't die to Kozilek's Return. I guess that's another kind of nice thing. What's his 1-drop? Salvage Drone? That's fascinating. Guess I didn't have to play the Spires there, but whatever. Yeah, I guess Salvage Drone makes sense when you're running multiple rune processors. Lost a Flame Seeker, which would have actually been a nice draw. All right. Would have been better last turn, obviously, but play the Shrieker and pass. Complete disregard, or it's my guess. Because he's snapping it off real fast. Yep. That's going to be what it is. I don't have the colorless mana to pump out a range anyway, so nothing I can do about that. And since I have another one in hand, it feels okay. But he is going to get to Injustice a 4th time. Or exile us a 4th time here. Opponent's getting insanely good value here in the first few turns. Our hand was good too. Bye-bye Vampiric Rites. Thought Harvester. All right. Well, now I probably want the Envoy. Although, this doesn't look like a game we're going to win this way. This doesn't look like a super winnable game anymore, does it? I mean, it looks okay. It's just, we're getting beat down. He had to early remove, like, beat down by Salvage Drone, too. And his late game, like I said, is just so much vastly superior to ours. So probably got to devour that. Otherwise, he just eats our hand. Yeah, it's not a super inspiring draw. All right. Yeah, I think we want the Mind Melter gone. I'll play the Slaughter Drone. Still don't have colorless mana, though. Just going to make this more difficult. Well, the sideboard plan of Visions of Brutality looks better now, I guess. Because he's going to get to Rune Processor. Wow, that's good value, too. I guess he still doesn't really get to get in, though. Oh, I guess he does get to get in. Never mind. I still kind of want to keep my Slaughter Drone, so I'm just going to block here. Your last card's a natural endurance too? God, opponent's deck is just sweet, and he's drawing sweet. Getting sweet cards. Just destroying us. Alright. Know what to say. Opponent's deck is sweet, and he's just getting all the goods. All the goods. Alright. What do we got? Something? Oh, there's the visions. Yeah, I guess we play Shrieker. Yeah, I guess if he doesn't have visions, then we might as well start punishing as much as we can. I don't know. We're still behind. Alright, well, we're blocking now. Because now his loot actually doesn't matter. But he has Lumbering Falls. She's going to get in on us too. Envoy would be a good draw. Alright, turn against. This can't block though. That's a problem. Alright. Maybe he pre-combats a creature. Probably not. Alright, well, if he's just attacking there, maybe he will pre-combat, or post-combat a creature that I can eventually turn against. Problem is, I'm definitely going to die before Visions kills him. Especially if it's a triggered ability. Why didn't he attack with Lumbering Falls? He has Unknown Shores. He could have. So, if he activates Lumbering Falls now, I have to actually use turn against. Otherwise, I'm going to die the following turn to the Thought Harvester. I hope it's a flyer. Looks like it's a rune processor. Yeah, that's rough. If only I had a way to deal 19 damage. All right. We're not dead, but we're dead. It's one of those board states, you know? Actually would have liked him to activate Lumbering Falls this turn, so I could have at least... So, buy myself one turn. If only Thought Harvester could block. Ugh, just delaying the inevitable. It's just nothing I can draw. I don't even know why I'm playing this out. Just because I guess I have nothing better to do. I don't know. All right. Got us. Opponent's deck was sweet. Possibly one of the coolest decks I've seen in the format. Pretty close. It rivals my whatever that stupid mythic that whenever you landfall you get 5/5 elementals that I played like a few drafts ago. It rivals that, certainly. I think the foil Kozilek's Return puts it over top of my sweet deck, though. Wow. Yeah, just destroyed in the finals. So we're going to be sticking it out in Swiss a bit longer. All in all, our deck was very mediocre, and we still ended up going 2-1. And in fact, we went to Game 3 against this amazing deck. So this deck performed a lot better than it looked. Envoys are just awesome. Shrieker played really well for us, even in non-beatdown form. Shrieker was still great. Turn against, it did one thing for us in one match because our opponent didn't play against it correctly. And then Chain Mages were great, of course. Null Caller worked out once. Soothsayer was good. Yeah. So very mediocre deck. Ended up going 2-1, almost taking the entire draft, which is pretty surprising. But ended up losing to a very sick, very, very sick deck in the finals. All right. We'll be back with more Swiss tomorrow. We'll see you then.